remember, Kannada actress Ranya Rao was taken into custody by the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence on the 4th of March at the Kempegowda International Airport for smuggling gold. The officials managed to seize 14.8 kilograms of gold worth rupees 12.56 crores. But that's not all. Now, following her arrest, DRI officials also raided her residence at Nandwani mansion in Lavelle Road. The search led to the seizure of rupees 2.67 crore in cash and gold worth rupees 2.06 crore. Thus, the total seizure stands at rupees 17.29 crore. Now, even as the agencies are probing whether she acted as a lone wolf or was a part of a larger syndicate, we are tracking some very interesting breaking updates. Now, court is slated to give its verdict on her bail plea today. The Economic Offence Court will give its verdict after the arguments of the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence. The DRI, meanwhile, has sought a 3-day custody of Ranya Rao. My colleague Belly Thomas with us on the broadcast. Belly, when are we expecting this hearing to take place?
Pia, the hearing would happen at around 11 o'clock at the Special Court for Economic Offences in Bengaluru, where Ranya Rao's advocates have approached with a bail petition, and they would be requesting the judge to, grant a bail, for which the judge would ask the state advocate to file objections. Meanwhile, the council, the state public prosecutor for the DRI has also sought 3 days of police custody of Ranya Rao for further questioning. That is from 9th of March to 11th of March, mainly to question on 2 aspects. One is the misuse of protocol services, which is indeed a threat to national security, is what they told the court yesterday. And the other part is what she had made multiple trips to Dubai, and in order to ascertain other information about the other trips as well, they would want further custody of this particular accused for another 3 days, is what the state public prosecutor was telling the court.
Indeed, Belly, stay on with us. We have more information. We have a lot of information, and we'll go bit by bit. Second up, we are being told that the DRI has recorded 3 statements from Ranya Rao after her arrest. Now, during the investigation, Rao claimed that she was being blackmailed into smuggling gold. Take our viewers through what exactly she said.
Absolutely, Pia. There was soon after she was apprehended by the DRI officials at the airport, caught red-handed with 14 kilograms of gold bar strapped onto her body and 800 grams of gold ornaments that she was wearing. She insisted that she should not be physically frisked or anything earlier to that, to DRI, saying that she was the daughter of an IPS officer in Karnataka. So since the DRI had the intel inputs earlier that gold was on her body and they were pretty sure about that, they went ahead and searched her and they caught her red-handed. Soon after that, she was taken to the DRI headquarters, and her statements were recorded. There were actually 3 statements recorded. One on the present case, that is the gold that she was strapped onto her body. So the first statement was about the particular 14 kilograms of gold that she was carrying, and the reasons for why was she carrying it and things like that. And in that particular statement is what she had told, that she was being blackmailed and she was a victim of blackmail, but she never clarified or unraveled as to who blackmailed her, or what was indeed the cause for her to bring so much of gold from Dubai to Bengaluru. So there were 2 other statements that were recorded by the DRI. One of the statements which we are told that it is about the protocol services, what she was being availing at the airport, and also a government vehicle that was waiting at the airport that would pick her up and drop to her drop point wherever she wanted to get dropped. So this was kind of a safe channel for her to go with the smuggled gold without even being questioned, or this was kind of a strength
Indeed,
for her.
the exploitation of the protocol loopholes is also something that the police is and the DRI is probing. But that's not all. Belly, we are getting to know that the DRI has submitted only one statement to the court while seeking her custody for 3 days to maintain secrecy as far as the details of the case is concerned. Is this true?
And this year alone she had traveled around 10 times and four times over the past 15 days, which raised suspicion among the DRI officials.
Yes, indeed. And Belly, the DRI's counsel has also told the court that there are forensic extracts from her mobile phone and laptop which have to be cross-verified with her, and her statements have been recorded on them as well. What can you tell our viewers about all of this? There seems to be a network issue, but I'd like to take our viewers through the latest that we are tracking. The DRI's counsel has meanwhile told the court that there are forensic extracts from her mobile phone and laptop which have to be cross-verified at the moment. Of course, we are all awaiting the verdict of the court that shall be out today itself. But meanwhile, this is the latest information that we are tracking on the broadcast. My colleague Belly is still with us. The cross verification is something that is very important. This is something that the police is looking into as far as details from a mobile phone and laptop are concerned. What can you tell our viewers about this?
Pia, the statements, the DRI would need the custody of Ranya Rao for 3 more days as to ascertain what was the purpose of her previous travel. So the DRI's counsel was her telling the court that she had traveled 27 times over the past 1 year, and she has not justified the purpose of visit to the officials. So she had given information only about the trip that she had traveled last, and she was caught red-handed. So there was that statement that was prepared by the DRI for that particular case, but going behind, digging what had happened behind, they would further want to ascertain facts. So in order to do that, they had seized her mobile phone and laptop, in which certain forensic extracts have been retrieved by the DRI officials, who says now that her custody is crucial to corroborate with her as to cross-verification or cross-examining with her as to what was these extracts meant for. And we are told also by the DRI sources that there are a list being created as to the number of people who would be questioned, who was in touch with Ranya Rao during her visits to Dubai and back. So there are lists prepared from Bengaluru as well and from Dubai as well, who all were on contact with her over phone and through other social media messaging.
Indeed, Belly, stay on with us. We're getting to know another thing that the DRI's counsel has told the court. They've told the court that Ranya Rao is a threat to national security for misuse of protocol services. You've of course mentioned earlier how exactly she managed to skirt through the security checks while keeping a certain official who would come to meet her and escort her out, use a government vehicle as well. So what can you tell our viewers as far as this particular statement of the DRI is concerned?
Pia, the DRI's counsel yesterday, while arguing in the court, said that she was a threat to national security, as no Tom, Dick and Harry can use protocol services like that. And she misusing protocol service is something which can cause threat to the national security. So this was what was argued at the court, and there were a lot of information that needs to be retrieved from her through her custody while interrogating her, because it is still not established as to whether she was using her father's position as a senior police officer or the DGP ranking officer to avail protocol, or was her father indeed was helping her through other means. So these are the questions that the DRI needs to solve or to get answers for, and so that is also a reason that they sought the 3-day custody of Ranya Rao at the court, and the court has reserved its verdict. It would grant the verdict today, Pia.
Indeed, we will keep our eye out on the verdict. But one last piece of information, Belly, that's been floating around. Sources are telling us that other central agencies such as Customs, Income Tax and Enforcement Directorate are also likely to be roped in. They're likely to join the probe along with the DRI. What are your sources telling you?
Absolutely, Pia. So since this is a large amount of money involved, according to DRI, this is one of the biggest haul of gold smuggling that an agency has caught at the Bengaluru International Airport, and this is in one go, in one trip. It was around 14.8 kilograms, worth 12 crore gold. So this has certainly raised questions as to this has been a modus operandi of this particular accused who has travelled multiple times to the same destination and back. So they are indeed probing on to the income source of income of these particular accused and her close family members, like her husbands or any other people whom she is close to in her relationship.
All right.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.